Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Safehouse Podcast. I am joined, as per usual, by my good friend and co-host James Pickard.
Hello.
And also by my good friend and occasional guest, Dr. Mark Williams.
Hello.
Yeah, what up? So I had to put the doctor in.
I like it.
It's you worked for that.
Yeah.
You have to be the doctor.
It adds legitimacy to our
It
show.
does. It makes people think we're professionals.
Yes.
If only they knew. So, first order of business. Michael Fassbender. We've seen a picture of Michael Fassbender as something, as a character.
He looks like every fucking Assassin's Creed
He
character.
looks like a generic Assassin's Creed character, but he's not. He's not one of the ones for the games. It's going to be a new story set within the Assassin's Creed universe. But he again is going to be like this. I think they're going to do the whole Animus thing where he's going back and his ancestors and all of that. But it's not going to be Desmond. It's not going to be any of that family tree. I mean, there might be a little bit. They might do a cameo, referencing overlap things.
Side reference. I just love the fact, they took the strongest part of the Assassin's Creed series, which everyone can agree on, is the bits in the modern day society where you look at computers and just walk around and decide to put it in the film.
Desmond was the best character.
Ubisoft's dream office.
Yeah.
Now Ubisoft's film studios.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
what's the time period have they said? I mean, going by the picture, it looks vaguely like it could be anywhere.
It's Spain. I remember it being
Spain,
and it was like sort of 16th century maybe.
I forget. Rings a bell.
I only skimmed the article because it's gonna be terrible. I mean, it's not gonna be as terrible as if they were doing a direct adaptation, because that would have been unforgivably bad. This is just gonna be like Uncanny Valley levels of bad. It's not gonna bring anything to the table or take anything away.
Imagine it's going to be a lot like the Prince of Persia film.
Wallow
in mediocrity.
I was about to say, Prince of Persia film wasn't terrible. It was just a film.
It's just a film.
It's just
a film that happened.
But they're caught between a rock and a hard place, because if you what fans all turn around and say they're desperately after is a direct adaptation of the game series, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the reason why games work so well is because they're games, because they're interactive,
because
and that doesn't necessarily translate.
You feel you are part of the character, and I don't know. It'll probably be poop, but
it's a film.
The costume designer's done well. That's all we can say about it. The costume looks really nice. Also, for news in movies, Civil War, Captain America: Civil War. They've announced what sides the heroes are going to be on. Which I am going to bring up now.
Is there anything particularly shocking, or is it as expected?
The only one that was a bit maybe is
Black Widow's
on Iron Man's side. Yeah.
But she's been with Cap the whole fucking time.
Yeah, exactly. So, although let's all remember that Black Widow is specifically a spy. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's on Tony's side for obvious spying reasons. But on Cap's side, you've got Hawkeye in a slightly cool looking new costume.
Did he not retire?
Winter
Soldier. He decided not to retire apparently. Ant-Man is there.
Oh yeah, because they're best mates.
Yeah, they're little...
Spoilers for the end of
Ant-Man. Tony's side, right, I'm bringing up the picture now, because there we go. So Tony's side is Iron Man, War Machine, Black Widow, Black Panther and the Vision, which sort of makes sense. Anti-registration is Captain America, Agent 13, the blonde one out of
Winter Soldier.
The descendant of
she's Sharon Carter.
Yeah.
So, she's there.
That makes sense. Peggy loved a bit of Cap.
Yeah, that's it. So he's going across the generations. Keeping it in the family. Hawkeye, Ant-Man, the Falcon, and not Captain Falcon. And Winter Soldier. Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, because Spider-Man isn't mentioned, but obviously with the Iron Spider suit.
Well, you've seen the Iron Spider suit, so he'll probably do the same thing. He did in the comics. He'll start on Tony's side and go to Cap. Notably, they haven't included Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah.
So
she's with the Avengers, isn't she?
She's with the Avengers, so it makes sense for her to be on Cap's side. And obviously, her and Pietro specifically hated Tony Stark.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that she's on Cap's side.
She'll get over that.
Or maybe she'll be like, fuck it, and not even be involved. So
she'll be neutral.
Yeah, maybe. So there you go.
Hulk, how's his involvement?
Hulk,
he's fucked off.
Hulk has fucked off. Well, we've seen there was Mark Ruffalo was spotted on set. So either he was just there visiting his old pals that he filmed with, or he's in the film in some capacity. But obviously, at the end of Age of Ultron, he was like, "Fucking see you later, guys. Peace out. I'm outies." So,
because the other one who was spotted on set was Aunt May, the person who's going to be.
Oh, really?
They've changed Aunt May so many times. I can't remember who it is now. But
could be literally anyone.
But yeah, so by the sounds of it, she's getting a bit of a prominent role.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's going to be like Sony and say, "Oh, don't worry, we're not going to do another origin story for Spider-Man. We're just going to put that in Civil War."
Yeah, that's it. It's like, God damn it. But no, actually, it makes sense that she's there because obviously in the comics, the reason Peter Parker switches sides is because when on the pro registration, he's like, "Hey everyone, I'm Peter Parker and I've been Spider-Man since I was like 15 years old." And then instantly someone goes, "Oh shit, I hate Spider-Man," and then goes and shoots the fuck out of Aunt May because they just look him up in a phone book, and so that's probably where Aunt May's going to turn up.
Excellent.
Because that's the problem with the Registration Act, and so that's where Spider-Man's like, "Oh yeah, actually this was a terrible idea," and defects.
Gun crime in the comic book.
I know, so much gun crime. Not gun crime. That was the best I could do for a segue. Star Wars. Instagram released lightsaber crimes. They've released some footage of fucking Finn with a sick lightsaber. So that bit in the trailer that we always see with Kylo Ren walking through the forest in the snow, turns out he's actively having a fight with Finn.
Yeah, they just released a trailer, I think last night. My dad was really excited and came running into the room to show me a trailer. It took us 5 trailers before we found a new one.
Good.
But it literally is just like a 30-second teaser, cut various bits, and it shows Finn with the
they released it on Instagram, and so you see Finn with the lightsaber. You get a couple of extra. The voiceover is slightly different to the one in the first...
That could just be processed.
It could just be they re-recorded it with, maybe he's perfected the character's voice then because it's Andy Serkis, isn't it? So maybe because he's doing Supreme Leader Snoke. But so that'll be pretty hype. I'm looking forward to seeing. And they've also said that he's not Kylo Ren isn't Sith.
Yes,
he's just
the guy with the red saber.
They've just said basically the Sith and the Jedi are done. The Sith and the Jedi are gone now. And the Sith Order died with Vader, and the Jedi Order was lost with Luke. So wherever Luke ended up, I mean, obviously he'll turn up, but that was he was the last of the Jedi. Now it's not a case of Sith and Jedi; it's just Force-sensitive people and on what side they fall. So the Knights of Ren are just a order who think that the Galactic Empire were top blokes, and they happen to be Force-sensitive. And then Finn obviously turns out to be Force sensitive as well because he's got a fucking lightsaber.
Makes sense with all the rumours and speculation. I read Crossguard.
Yes, it's all homemade fanboy stuff, cosplay props. But then there was wasn't there rumour that there were going to be some sort of link back to Plagueis and.
Oh yes.
There was, and obviously the I really, really want them to make some nod to the fact that Kylo's mask is quite blatantly the one from Old Republic.
Yeah.
Darth Revan. It's like, oh, that's so cool. But still, I'm quite hyped for that. Sci-fi films, Borderlands. We're getting a Borderlands movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
I love the games. I love the humour. But a film?
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
They said anything, or was it just...
They've literally just gone... Yeah, it was literally, we're doing a Borderlands film. Okay. And then it was on the Borderlands Facebook. They were like, yeah, we're getting film. I think Universal are making it.
I think it was Lionsgate.
Oh, Lionsgate. There you go. Yeah, they're making a Borderlands film. So
I just don't know. It's.
I mean, it's got to involve.
You've got to have them
from 2, I would have thought, because Jack as a villain stands out.
Jack would be. He's the one that prints the money. Christ, I named an entire game collection after him.
Yeah, that's it. So.
Unless they go completely new.
Yeah, they try and just do another film set in the same universe, which I'm almost more for, because I've seen the story play out in the games, and it's like you don't need to see it again, because what happened in the games works.
Yeah.
So if anything, I'd like to see it be, have a couple of characters show up here and there, but have a new story with new characters. Maybe have Claptrap there in the background somewhere, and
some variant of the model,
references to Jack kind of stuff would be pretty cool. But
keep it separate from.
But then, who are you going to get to play those sort of people?
But it's not specific characters, is it? It's more fitting into the style of the universe.
Yeah.
I mean, when we breaking the magic of the podcast, when we was setting up kind of thing, I made the offhand reference that it's Mad Max.
It's going to be Mad Max in space,
and that's the point. With Mad Max, I really enjoyed Fury Road, but I can't remember half the characters' names. But it isn't the characters that I remember; it's the personalities,
the set piece, isn't it? It's the spectacle.
It's a spectacle set piece, and that I think Borderlands can do very well. I find my biggest problem with Borderlands RE being made into a film is I always found when they tried to touch upon the heavier, more emotional stuff, spoilers, Bloodwing's death,
oh my god, Bloodwing
coming to mind kind of thing, and Roland's death, I just found it a bit heavy-handed. I think it'd be well done, but it's kind of thing, you have this really trying to be emotional moment. I mean, I don't suffer emotions now. I haven't for 7 years.
You don't need
that's a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
But you have this emotional moment, and then quickly it cuts to a butt joke.
Yeah.
Because this is Borderlands.
Because it's Borderlands, and that's how it works.
There's scope for that kind of contrast in that switching of humour, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very fine line, and I just don't think the game's captured it that well, kind of thing, which then leads me to be a bit worried about the film.
There were a couple of standout sad moments, but I see what you mean. It was very difficult for it to go one way and then the other, because usually, like you say, Rick and Morty, it'll be a funny comedy episode, and then the last 5 seconds will be super depressing.
Yeah.
And
Parasite.
Oh my god. And you get to the end of it, and you're like, oh, and it makes you feel sad. But then when you get back for the next week episode, everything's kind of reset. Whereas in Borderlands, it was like, oh, something sad's happened, but now we have another 60 hours of game to do, so lols. And then they have to try and condense that into a 2-hour film.
And to be fair, I think the other thing with Borderlands as well, Borderlands 2 is one of my favourite games.
It's a very good game.
I think in part, though, why I enjoyed it, the humour was great, but it was that shoot and loot. I think I don't know if I could have stuck as strongly. I haven't played the Telltale point-and-click game, so
it's really good though.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's great. I just haven't got around to it.
Well, Telltale pushed out enough of these bad boys.
That's
what they're doing.
So, but there you go. So we're going to get a Borderlands movie. It may or may not be any good. Who knows? One other thing we're getting with space, Galaxy Quest, the old fucking Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver film. And Alan Rickman. And they're doing a series. Amazon Prime have picked it up to do a TV show of Galaxy Quest. Now, first off, why?
Yeah.
Because who was asking for that? Don't get me wrong, I like Galaxy Quest. It was a pretty good film, but it was just a silly sci-fi comedy. I quite enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Who went? You know what? We absolutely need to see more of this.
They could have rescued so many better shows.
Yeah. What, Top Gear?
Yeah.
They could have rescued so many other better shows.
Yeah.
Hashtag controversial. No, you never know. When we was in Wetherspoons, that guy right in the back of the pub Thursday evening, he was saying that I want a Galaxy Quest TV
That's
show.
it.
That is the guy.
That's the one guy.
For that one man.
And that was the one man that Amazon Prime spoke to. And
we've done a survey. This guy in the last post wants it.
Yeah, this guy says we want fucking Galaxy Quest. Like, I mean, how are they going to afford it? Because
they're Amazon.
But yeah,
it's not going to be the original cast, surely.
But that's what I'm thinking. Like, why would you do one that's not about because then it's not Galaxy Quest. It might as well have been literally anything else. Arsehole Quest. But no, it's got you'd have to have Tim Allen, Alan Rickman, Sigourney Weaver. It's like,
but what are they?
They can't afford those people.
Or is it going to be because the film itself was then after the show, right? It was like the show ended.
And
so are they going to do?
I suppose it could be a prequel.
They're going to do a prequel with younger people,
quite meta, maybe.
Playing them in the young times.
If I was up the big wigs at fucking Amazon, here's what I would do. Right, obviously, let's pay attention.
More drones.
So you know how you've got Galaxy Quest was obviously based on Star Trek. So obviously then when Star Trek finished, they did Star Trek The Next Generation, set in the same universe with different characters as 100 years later or so. Do a similar sort of thing, but then they're going to have to incorporate, because that gives them the free reign to put in new characters and kind of revamp it. But then obviously they've got to try and be they're going to get kidnapped by aliens again. I honestly don't know how it's going to work.
No, I can totally see where you come from. Again, and I think, and you hit the nail on the head there, James, they need to play up the meta angle.
Yeah.
Especially with all this stuff when you look at comedies coming out and they're so self-referential now.
Yeah.
And I think that could be a real strength for Galaxy Quest. It was fairly meta and self-referential anyway with the original premise.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And you say that about the money, but again, going back to it, how much did Amazon drop on Top Gear?
Yeah, exactly. Amazon make a lot of money, and I suppose Tim Allen does Toy Story once every 5 years.
They've got a fourth coming.
They've got a fourth Toy Story in the works, so he's only got that on his slate. Alan Rickman. I mean, Harry Potter's over.
He just released his own, directed his second film recently. I've never seen something on The Guardian.
There you go. So he's got a couple of projects. Sigourney Weaver turns up here and there. She got Alien 5.
Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And soon as James Cameron just stops.
The entire cast will be dead by the time he gets those films ready. But
it's all CGI anyway.
I don't know. It just feels like they would either have to get the original cast and kind of do something good with it, or I don't know. I don't know if it'll work, but it's happening apparently.
I'm just waiting for the inevitable crossover episode with Top Gear where Richard Hammond crashes a spaceship.
Yes, he goes to Lightspeed and then crashes off into a planet, and then can't remember his wedding night. I love that joke. Okay, so DC Comics. This is something that Mark brought up just before we started recording, and it's too good to miss. So, DC Comics have reported a financial loss of over $2 million, and their response to this is going, right, we've tried shaking it up. We did the New 52. We've done a couple of reboots. We've tried to make it young and edgy and interesting and really mess with the status quo. So they lost over $2 million, and they've gone, right, let's just play it safe and just turn everything back the way it was. So we're going to, are they just going to undo New 52, go back to Prime Universe? I mean, if they do that, I'll be all for it, because we'll get proper Lobo back. Because Lobo was my all-time favourite comic book character, and he was this big, hulking, gruff, crass bounty hunter. And he was originally made as a piss-taker Wolverine, and it kind of stuck. And and then in the New 52 stuff, they went, oh, actually that guy was an imposter all along, and Lobo was this sort of 20-something slim, stylish nightclub owner, and it's like, are you fucking serious?
So this loss,
is
it exclusively the comic book division, or is it the whole of DC? Because in the grand scheme of things, $2 million, not that much, considering they've got shit like Man of Steel coming out with all their billions.
I would presume it was the comics.
I assume it's just comics.
DC Comics. Yeah, DC Comics.
Yeah, it is comics.
Because obviously the DC film side of things,
It's probably doing all right.
Probably doing all right, really.
Is it? No, this is going to get me starting.
Yeah. I was like, creatively they're not doing all right, but financially they're doing all right.
Yeah.
Like, say what you will about Batman versus Superman and Suicide Squad, it's making money.
Yeah. So
but the comics fucked it.
Apparently, sources talking to bleedingcool.com. DC tells editors to stop Batgirling and go back to meat and potatoes comic book writing. Which
outstanding.
Is just
stop Batgirling.
That's the worst phrase I've ever heard.
No. Considering Batgirl's run is probably one of the only few good things the New 52's done. There's been some proper garbage. Like, they're trying to make it like a fucking AMC show.
Yeah.
Like with some hacker. This is the most recent Superman storyline.
Oh god, yeah.
Brace yourself for this. The most recent Superman storyline. Some hacker guy with like some shit like tag name like MLG 720 no scope XX_XX. He finds out that Superman is Clark Kent by like hacking his emails
by the internet, yeah,
and then starts blackmailing him to make him do stuff. And Superman's like, "Oh, I have to do it because if anyone finds out I'm Clark Kent, the people I love will be at risk." And so Lois Lane, who's obviously his missus in the comic, and she knows he's Superman, goes, "That's some horse shit," and just publishes in the newspaper, "By the way, Clark Kent is Superman." And so it's now out there that he's Superman, and so he dumps Lois Lane, and now he lives in a motel and he's super grumpy, and he's like, "What? What's that doing for you?"
It's fucking Superman.
It's like, if anything, wouldn't you just go, "Yeah, you're right," and you just leave the Clark Kent like alter ego behind? You just go, "Oh yeah, all right, fair enough. I'm just, I'll just be Superman now then," and you just carry on being Superman. It's not a problem.
If people can't distinguish Clark Kent from Superman by a pair of glasses, fine, just grow a beard. Yeah. People are going to be lost for ages.
No idea. Who's
this guy?
It's
Hobo Superman.
Just
space.
Ridiculous. So they in all fairness, the New 52 has been pretty awful. Like I got the first handful of issues when it first launched. I started the Batman stuff, but the problem is the Batman stuff was coming off the back of the Grant Morrison run, and trying to top the Grant Morrison, like the Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne stuff.
Still bitter about that.
Oh, I can love that run. So good.
Oh no, I haven't read Batman Inc. Anyway, sorry.
I haven't read Batman Inc. actually. But yeah, and then the Superman one was shit, and Green Lantern was shit.
I heard
Aquaman was really good.
Yeah, I heard that and Swamp Thing.
Oh, I hadn't tried
think
that.
That was meant
Swamp Thing.
Oh no, Animal Man. That was it.
Animal Man, right? Yeah, I was going to say Swamp Thing's Marvel. But
I thought it was DC. Animal.
No, Swamp Thing is. I'm thinking of Man Thing. I'm thinking of Man Thing. No, Swamp Thing probably is DC then.
This all sounds utterly ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's comic books.
Yeah, because Swamp Thing always hangs out with Constantine.
Man Thing.
So Man Thing is basically Swamp Thing, and that one's Marvel. Swamp Thing is the DC version. It's comic books are so stupid.
It really is as well, and
I mean, I'm going to get on the all new, all different Marvel run when it comes out. I've got a pull list ready of stuff that I want to get into, because it all got a bit stale at Marvel really for a while. But DC just fucked it, and I'll be honest, this might actually be what they need to go. I mean, play it safe, not so much, but to go back to that Prime universe, just scrap the New 52, trying to make it young and edgy. Do interesting storylines with the existing characters. I'll be honest, I'm specifically talking about Lobo. Don't fuck about with Lobo. Leave Lobo alone. He's not skinny.
He's not a nightclub owner.
He's not skinny fucking nightclub owner with his little like neon face paint horse shit. He looks like he'd go to Reading. He looks like that'd be his crowd. He'd go to an all night rave, take some pills
at the dance tent.
Yeah, and it's like, whereas proper Lobo looks like he'd just rip your arms out of their sockets and then like eat them.
Good.
Because I mean that was the whole thing in the original comics. He always introduced himself. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm Lobo. I'm the last Charnian," And people are like, oh, what does Lobo mean in your language? And he's like, it means he who devours your entrails and enjoys it. Like, it was just so this over the top hyper violence, like tongue in cheek ridiculousness. Yeah. And they tried to make it serious. No,
fucked it to everything.
But still, moving on. This one, right, Mark, prepare to zone out for a little while. Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns, we've got a release date.
Hooray!
And then Mark's just doing a little dance over here to keep himself entertained. So, October 23rd, I believe it was, we'll be getting the new expansion, Heart of Thorns. They've been announcing a ton of new stuff.
Yeah, all the specialisations now, I think.
We've got the Thief specialisation, Sick Ninja, the Daredevil they're calling him, but that'll be cool. We're getting raids, so like 15 to 20 man, like level cap stuff, like proper
actual PvE content,
like 20 man dungeons.
Holy
all right,
shit.
I'll take that, because I'll be honest, the stuff we've got now,
it's the same two dungeons.
We've done it all. We've just rinsed it. So.
Because I've never seen online very recently. I think they're running the second beta for it now, if not very soon.
I think it's this weekend.
It's this weekend,
Full view, and then went back to ground zeros.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You can only get in the betas if you pre-order it, and neither of us.
We're not pre-ordering it because it's crazy expensive, and I'm kind of hoping they're gonna drop the price at some point before release. Because the problem is, it's not expensive for what it is. But they're shipping the expansion with the base game.
Yes,
and it's like,
that.
Why would you do that? Why not offer an option to buy it without the base game? Because most people have already got the game.
Yeah,
most people who are interested in the expansion have the game. So why ship it with a base copy? Because then what?
Heavenswood Fantasy 14 did that. They had the individual expansion.
Yeah.
And then if you were getting on it for the first time, you'd buy like the 55 quid double pack.
Yeah. And it's
they've just gone for like the 35 quid
and it's
double
like,
pack.
well, why would you pay 35 quid? Because effectively I'm going to be paying 35 quid for an expansion. And then I've got a base copy of the game that is then like, well,
because you're already hooked into it.
I can then I could sell it on, but then like, because people who are also playing it, aren't they going to want the expansion with it? So it's self-perpetuating.
It's sunken cost fantasy. I mean, I'm struggling with the same issue with Destiny.
Yeah.
At the moment, 'cause you need the expansions to jump onto Taken King and money.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that being said, I did get Guild Wars 2 as a birthday present many years ago from my old mate Kieran. So, I could buy the £35 version and technically, I haven't spent the money in the first place. Although I have spent far too much money on Guild Wars over the years. Them gems, though. But...
Yeah, it would be nice for some new stuff to do in that game.
Yeah, it gives us, 3 new maps with all this verticality stuff, whole new mastery systems...
New class,
new specialisations, new weapons.
Interested to see the survival story.
Yeah.
Is they're now the bad guys.
Yeah. That'll be
so one of the playable races are now super evil in the game. Because they've been corrupted by a dragon.
By a dragon that is he's a jungle dragon, and one of the races are like tree people. And basically this dragon has just gone, cool, I've corrupted all the Sylvari. So people who have Sylvari characters now have a different experience to the other 4 races. So you get in-game racism.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
It's a nice little touch. Let's just throw some racism in.
Yeah.
Love it. So it will be interesting. It's to a point where I've been considering trying to level up a Sylvari before the game comes out so I can try it out. Because I'll be honest, I got my Guardian from tutorial to level 80 in 2 weeks.
With the bonuses.
Yeah, just smashed it. I've been saving up. You get these things every year you play, they give you a little token that you can spend to make a character immediately level 20. Because obviously you've played for a year. If you want to make a new character, they don't expect you to do all the low level grind. Yeah. And then at various intervals, you get these things called tomes of experience, or tomes of knowledge, which you double click on it and it gives you a level up. So at the moment, I have enough saved up that I can immediately start a new character, come out of the tutorial and get to, I think, level 34, which isn't bad. Nearly halfway straight out the gate. So it's not a bad shout. But Yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming, and it's not that far off. No. And it's placed quite conveniently in the middle of... We've got, on Tuesday, we get Metal Gear Solid 5 and Mad Max.
I already have it.
And, well, alright. Alright, review copy, boy.
It just came early.
Oh, result.
I'm not lying, my copy came today, so you're lucky you got me out.
Yeah, I'm pleased.
That's what we're doing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Jimmy playing it and screaming over the PSN chat to each other. Oh my god, this just happened.
Oh.
That fucking prologue, though.
What is I? But, yeah, and it's not... and then we get that now... Then we get a nice little break. Then we get Heart of Thorns. Then we get a nice little break, and then we get Fallout 4. Everyone wins. And then obviously you never need to release another game again because Fallout 4.
Until XCOM 2.
Until XCOM 2, which has been delayed till February. What happened there?
I don't know.
It's fucking Q&A. QC. They just want to improve the quality of it. Not being funny. I mean, we've all bitch and so oh my god, it's delayed, this is the worst news ever. But to be fair, if it's making a better game, especially XCOM,
especially releasing originally was in a time when there was a shitload of games already. It'd be nice to have something to play in February.
Yeah, true. We'll be. I mean, maybe for you, I'll be playing Fallout 4, but I will still be on my first playthrough. But
because it was at Gamescom, but it was still hands off at the time.
Really,
there was no actual demo. So
so they probably do need a little extra time.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking forward to XCOM 2 because XCOM was excellent.
XCOM was good.
Excellent. But and I mean, and we've seen what happens when you release a game before it's ready, haven't we? Arkham Knight.
So that's Mad Max as well as out Tuesday.
Yeah, although it's. Because
no reviews yet.
It's not the same. It's fucking.
It's Avalanche.
It's Avalanche.
And but it's still published by Warner.
So maybe
and if they've fucked in the past, they can do it again.
They find a way to fuck it. That's it. Because I would pre-order, but I'm going to leave it till maybe a couple of days later to see the reviews come in and see if people say it's working on PC.
Apparently no one's had code yet.
Yeah, which is always super concerning.
They're saving it for launch day, which is a bit worrying.
Yeah. So basically, if it comes out and it works on PC on launch day, then I'll buy it.
I think that because the sales of it have been, in terms of money off, it's been ridiculous. Like the key resellers are doing it for £13.
Yeah.
Green Man Gaming have currently got 50% off the pre-order.
40%
off the pre-order, which was at $34.99. So that's
so you pay about £20.
They're trying to get it out to you for cheap. So there's
which
a bit
makes
concerning.
me think: are they just trying to shift it on the cheap because when people get it, it'll be garbage?
What did Avalanche do before?
Just Cause.
Oh, it was Just Cause.
And obviously, Just Cause was amazing. So.
Just Cause 3's out December as well.
Not being funny, that might be one of those things that just falls under the radar. Critically, it's but going a real cult following. Just Cause did.
Yeah.
Well, Just Cause 2. I think.
Just Cause 2. What a game!
What a game! It's no Candy Crush Saga.
Best game.
I liked what I played in Mad Max. Did enjoy it. Did still feel a bit buggy and needed some time to fix the few latency issues and stuff.
That's the thing. So I'm just gonna give it a couple of days. If it's good, then I'll get on that because, I mean, Phantom Pain is on PC, so I could get. I mean, I don't know if it's coming out on PC immediately.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh, so I could get Phantom Pain.
Have you done Ground Zero?
I have. I played it at your place, but I never got it on my own.
To be honest,
that's the problem. Is I know
get it free.
I know enough about Metal Gear, but I also know that I'm not very good at Metal Gear. Generally, when I've played Metal Gear games, it'll be a case of I've watched my mates play Metal Gear games and I've been present while they have been played. Like Metal Gear 4 in its entirety, my mate FB played it and I just sat with him talking about what was going on. I think I did a couple of levels, he was like, I'm going to go and make some dinner. And I remember doing a level where you're walking around in you're using the camo thing and there was a statue. And
you could pretend to be
the statue. Yeah, I remember doing that.
Yeah,
and
that's first
I think
location. Isn't it?
First location, unspecified style. I think 5, and it's purely from Ground Zeroes, but I think it's going to be a good representation of the game. It seems much more adaptive, whereas previous Metal Gear games, if you say broke stealth, you would be punished for it. There's no two ways about it. But one of the things I really got on with Ground Zeroes was how adaptive or flexible Snake is now. Literally, you could go straight from stealth into man mode kind of thing.
And a really nice thing, if you were spotted in one of the older games, you'd be like, alert immediately.
Yeah.
Now time slows down, and you get a small window to react, which is really nice. Saved my ass a couple of times already. And 5, it's a huge open world.
Yeah. I've
only wandered around this early bit, and wow. It's kind of frightening how many options are available.
I think what I'll do, because obviously, I like Metal Gear. I'm not a die-hard Metal Gear fan. I've always enjoyed the games, but I've never gone out of my way, gone, oh, it's the best. Whereas I am a big Mad Max fan, so I'm going to wait for it because they come out on the same day officially. If Mad Max is shit and everyone says, oh, it's broken, then I'll get Phantom Pain and play that instead until. Heart of Thorns.
It'll tide you over.
It'll tide me over
50 hours.
There you go. It'll keep me going till Heart of Thorns, and then Fallout 4 for the rest of my life.
For 150 hours.
Yeah, and then the only other thing on our magical list today is you were saying that Funcom, the guys who made the Secret World, which is a game that is really, really good and no one plays.
It's still a beta, basically.
It's basically still in beta, but they're doing a new one. Based heavily off a section of that game.
Yeah, probably one of the best sections in the game. The spooky theme park in Solomon Island, or on Solomon Island.
Yeah, spooky.
They're making a whole game set in it, and it's a first-person exploration horror game. So it will fit that area nicely.
Yeah, because that is absolutely horrifying.
Because that was a terrifying place.
Yeah. Such a good game.
Spooky theme park.
Theme park.
Oh, you're talking about Five Nights at Freddy? I can't remember which one is probably set in a theme park, but there must be
all of them.
Yeah. Good old
the Five Nights at Freddy guy the other day was like, no one understands the story to my game. Is there a story?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like...
I thought it was just for YouTubers to make shitty videos from.
Yeah, it's like he put a story in there, but the problem is he buried the story so deep, and you always had to do so much... You know when it's like you're not going to unlock the story unless you do specific things at specific times, and if you miss one of those things, you have to go back and do it all again. It's like that, and even when you get the entire story, it's all subjective. It's like you look at it and go, maybe that means this. So it's like, mate, if you don't think people have understood your game, you haven't told the story well enough. That's the rules.
Maybe Freddy isn't a bear.
Maybe.
Well, he's not. Yeah. He's an animatronic that was possessed by the ghost of a child that was murdered by another person who once wore a suit, and it's fucking terrible. I watched one of those breaking down the story of Five Nights at Freddy's YouTube videos where someone was like, I've gone through all of it, I think this is what the story is, but obviously it's open to interpretation.
That's almost as sad as my knowledge of the Sonic the Hedgehog lore.
There's law.
There is law.
He's got to go fast. That's the law. End of law.
And eat chili dogs.
He eats the chili dogs, and he's got to go fast. And then Dr. Robotnik changed his name because apparently children
I don't recognise that.
Yeah, no, fucking Dr. Eggman.
It involves... I can't remember Dr. Robotnik's old name, but basically Sonic the Hedgehog used to be a brown hedgehog who was made to run really fast, and one day he ran really fast and broke the speed barrier kind of thing, and that caused an explosion because science. And
that is, I mean, as a scientist, Mark would know this. That is true.
This is true.
Is this what your thesis was? Was your thesis on Sonic the Hedgehog?
Of course. Yeah. I'm pulling this knowledge from when I was about 10 years old and read Sonic the comic, and he ran so fast, caused an explosion. The explosion turned Sonic Blue into the blue Sonic Hedgehog we know today. And I can't remember his name.
Robotnik, super evil.
Some play on the word egg or oval or something like that beforehand. But that guy was also caught in the explosion with a rotten egg in the fridge, and that turned him into Dr. Robotnik. I shit you not.
That's ridiculous.
fuck everything. Everything's garbage and stories are
Let's just
dead.
stop now.
Just end. Right. Yeah, that should cover it because I need to go.
Bombshell.
Yeah, I need to go and weep for that Sonic story. So yeah, thanks for listening. We've got a new episode out tomorrow. New Safehouse out tomorrow. So watch that with your eyes, and you can listen to this with your ears. Share it with your friends. That'd be nice. That'd be lovely. I'd be really happy if you did that. But yeah, so thanks for checking it out, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.